Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be showcasing Primarina pre-Community Day so we can actually see the power of it in the Open Master League. Now, I've showcased this in the Open Master League a couple of times, but we're going to do a little bit of a refresher here, seeing that we do have the Community Day coming up with the new move Hydro Cannon, as well as a new addition Water move, which I honestly feel is not going to be too prevalent, but hey, we'll just see how it does work out. We're going to be pairing it up with Dawn Wings as well as Zygarde here, and we do have the Dawn Wings equipped as Best Buddy 100% IV because I do encounter quite a bit of Duskmane as well as Dawn Wings in the front, and having that as Best Buddy is just going to give me the edge as I am 100% IV and I will be able to win that CMP. All right. And with that said, let's see what we have. I'm going to tell you right now, Primarina did amazing. I'm really happy with the performance here. As far as gaining energy, it's going to be a little bit of a hectic thing because, well, Charm just doesn't generate energy that fast, and Hydro Pump requires a lot of energy. Disarming Voice, not so much, but it still requires, a good amount of time out there charming away before you can actually get to it. But with that said, let's go ahead and just get into the commentary here. All right, so we're up against a Shadow Dragonite. We're going to go ahead and catch a Dragon Claw here with the Primarina. And that's exactly what we're catching, and they're going to be swapping into a Ho-Oh. Now, this can be interchangeable, so Primarina can run Charm as well as Waterfall for the quick move, in which case, if we did run Waterfall in this situation up against the Ho-Oh, we would be looking amazing. But on the flip side, going up against a Dragon, well, you're just going to be kind of screwed there, right? I mean, not entirely. You can get to the Disarming Voice and do a good amount of damage while they do, you resist the Dragon with the Primarina, but I don't know. Personally, I just rather run Charm for now, okay? But anyways, they're going to be swapping back into their Dragonite. We're going to go ahead and shield it up with our Zygarde, building up all that energy. We're going to go ahead and go for a crunch here. Earthquake against the Flyer. We swap into the Dawn Wings. Just go ahead and start building up energy here. I wasn't trying to flex or act all like whatever. Okay, we just want to start building up that energy. Unfortunately, they do have their own, which is going to be able to Shadow Claw the heck out of me really quick. Bringing in the Zygarde with energy, going for the crunch, which is going to be 4 times effective. We still do have a shield, obviously going to shield this up here. Dark Pulse, and they swap into their Ho-Oh. We farm them down, and then we farm them down with the Zygarde. You're going to see that repeatedly happening throughout this video as a pattern here. Next game, we are going to be leading with the Dawn Wings the entire time. I'm pretty sure we may swap it out. I'm actually not entirely remembering. But anyways, Ho-Oh, let's go. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Dark Pulse. They shield it up. Best bet is to just build up to the Moongeist Beam and then throw the Dark Pulse. I mean, it's really up to you. So we're going to go ahead and swap after we did get a shield out of them, bringing in the Zygarde to just absorb whatever they throw at us. Yeah, of course, it's going to be a Brave Bird, and they're swapping into their own Dawn Wings. Okay, so let's go ahead and go for the 4 times effective crunch. They let it go. I mean, at this point, a Meteor Beam, well, I don't know. Let's see if it's enough. Let's see if that's what they go for. And it was enough, plus 1 Shadow Claw. So yeah, they take us out there, which is fine. And we're going to go ahead and bring in our own to just farm them down and start building up a little bit more energy. They're going to be bringing back Ho-Oh. We go for the Dark Pulse here, and they are going to let it go. Perfect. So we took them out. We still have energy here, and we're able to get to the Moongeist Beam. And I do believe we do get a shield out of them here. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and swap into the Primarina up against that Dialga Origin. It is going to be part steel, so they're not actually taking super effective damage, but it is still pretty much adding up here, as you can see. All their moves are going to be, well, I mean, the Dragon's resisted, the steel is kind of neutral, still will actually do a decent amount, but they're actually going to back up before we're able to charm them down, and we take that win. And I'll be showing you my wins at the end so you can see the actual results, because it did yield me quite a few wins here. Next game, we are met with a Rhyperior. Now, when it comes to Dawn Wings and or Duskmane, they do hit very hard, but after using them extensively for a while now, they really can't take a hit. I mean, that was Rock Wreckers, so I mean, we really can't say, oh my goodness, you're so weak, Dawn Wings. It is a hard-hitting move, but other than that, I mean, they're just kind of a little squishy sometimes, unless they do resist something. All right, so they're going to be bringing their own Dawn Wings in here, and Zygarde is just so OP, we can let everything go, even when it comes down to the special moves, Moongeist Beam and or Sunsteel Strike. If we go up against that particular one, we will let this one go. Another Dark Pulse, sounds good to me, and they're going to be releasing the next one here. We'll let that go, no problem at all. We want to hold on to these shields here. They have actually 0 left, and we're going to let this go, calling a breaking swipe, and that's exactly what it was. Did not even lower my attack. Let's see what they're going to be bringing into the battle here. If they bring in that Dawn Wings, we're just going to charm them down immediately. Oh, okay, well, it's over. They have a Origin Palkia. All those moves are going to be resisted. There's really nothing it can do. Primarina is amazing. So this is one of the Pokemon that I did vouch for you to actually be able to power up before the community day, because if you say had like a 98 or a 100, go ahead and invest in that. Have a little fun with it, because the performance difference between having Hydro Cannon and Hydro Pump is kind of a little bit of minuscule, okay? It's going to be performing a little bit better, obviously, with Hydro Cannon, but it's still going to be doing very well with Hydro Pump. So I did vouch for that, and if you're able to invest one of those Elite TMs, once the community day does happen, like a day later, then you will be able to get that Hydro Cannon, which I'm going to 100% be doing for this Primarina here. So they swap into the Dialga. We are down a shield. They are up by 2 here. So let's see. Well, I guess up by 1 technically, right? So we let that go. Going for the Disarming Voice. And this is what you want to run. Disarming Voice, Charm. Well, like I said in the beginning, it is interchangeable for the quick move on Primarina. You can go with Waterfall or Charm, but I just personally prefer going with Charm. I've seen a lot of people running Waterfall when it comes down to the Master Premier, and when I do have those mirror matches, you just completely run over them because, well, you're water, so you resist it while the Charm is doing neutral damage. All right, so up against this Dawn Wings here, this is a wrap. Moongeist Beam is not going to cut it. It is going to do a lot of damage to every Pokemon, almost one-shotting them, but when it comes down to Zygarde, you just absorb it like it's nothing, like a sponge. All right, next game, we're going to be met with a Dusk Mane. Sounds good to me here. And this is the reason why I do have it as best buddy, because a lot of people, like we were describing several videos back, have been rating this, quite a bit when it was out. And a lot of people to get 100, and the people that are in the Master League are probably going to be running either a 100 or a 98, and you're going to need the best of the best that you do have to win that CMP. So they're going to be swapping into their Kyurem. So I said that weird. Kyurem. And we're going to go ahead and let this go as we do resist all the moves. They did hit me with the Glacier move, which is going to be lowering our attack. That's fine. We'll let this go. Just an Iron Head, but still doing a lot of damage because we are part Fairy. And Primarina does take quite a bit of damage when it comes down to the neutral and or super effective moves here. And that's perfectly fine. We don't need to worry about that. Zygarde is going to handle everything for us here, and we're looking pretty good. They're going to probably try to Dragon Breath this down, but we're going to be able to get to another crunch. Let's see if they shield it up. All right, using that last shield, farming us all the way down. So we sneak one Charm through. We just need to get one more through. Folks, can we do this here? And there we go. Fantastic. And that is a wrap, throwing the Disarming Voice and taking the win with the Primarina. Let's go. All right. This thing's amazing. It did great in the Open Master League, too. Let's get it. Next game, we're met with a Zacian. Okay, this is no problem. It does have the Dark Quick move, so more than likely, at this point, I don't even know what the algorithm is going to throw at me. More than likely, it's going to have, like, Wild Charge, to be honest, and Play Rough. Wild Charge it is. All right. So we're going to go ahead and swap to see if we can catch a Wild Charge with the Zygarde, and we do. Oh, yeah. Massively resisted by the Dragon and Ground, plus the extreme tankiness of Zygarde. It doesn't even do anything at all whatsoever. But they are equipped with Play Rough, so they are going to be able to hit us with that before they do go down, doing quite a bit of damage, and then swapping into their Palkia Origin. Before we do go down, we're going to get a few Dragon Tails in there, plus a Crunch. No defense down. They're going to be able to farm us down, which is fine. And of course, we're going to be going in here with Primarina. As we do resist all of the moves, we can just let everything go. Spatial Ren massively resisted. Water resisted as well. Aqua Tail, no problem at all. So this is probably going to be another Aqua Tail, seeing that they just threw one. Sounds good to me. They have no more shields while we have one, and our Dawn Wings in the back. Let's see. Well, okay, we got a Zygarde here, and they swapped a catch. That was clean. There you go. That's the kind of thing you want to see here. Fantastic. Saving themselves. So this is going to be a crunch. We do resist that, so we still don't really have anything to worry about here. We should be able to get to a Disarming Voice, and there you go. This is not going to KO, but it is going to be doing quite a bit of damage. Oh, well, pretty much. It has 1 HP. So that charm that we just threw He's going to actually, oh, it's not going to KO because they actually KO'd us. So we bring in the Dawn Wings and take the win. Next game, we're met with a Melmetal. So, this is a pretty interesting matchup here. So we're going to build up to the Moongeist Beam, go for the Dark Pulse, see if we can get a shield, and then go for the Moongeist Beam after this here. And we will eventually shield up a Rock Slide. It's doing an okay amount of damage, but the Dawn Wings is taking it like a champion here. We're going to go ahead and shield up this next one and then get to the Moongeist Beam. If they want to use both shields, by all means, be my guest. They let it go and we KO. Sounds fantastic. They bring in a Togekiss. We're not going to swap because we do not want to lock ourselves with a Zygarde, okay? We want to go up against this with a Primarina. So we're going to throw the Moongeist Beam. We get their last shield, and they're going to farm us down, which is perfectly fine. And we're going to go ahead and bring this Primarina here. Now, we are going to let this go because what are they going to hit us with? Ancient Power at best, okay? Yeah, no problem. And this is more than likely going to be another Ancient Power. We are shielding it up. I was questioning whether or not I should have done that. They swap immediately, and they do have a Dragonite. We bring in our Zygarde, but we will be able to take this matchup here, no problem at all. And yeah, we're looking good. I'm telling you, this team was actually very, very good. I wanted to go with the Dusk main, but if I did, then it's going to be leaving us vulnerable up against Ho-Oh because we do have Charm on the Primarina. So yeah, I mean, we're just going to be screwed there. We are water, but we do not have a water quick move, so it's just not going to be within our best interest. All right, so we're going to be taking a 4-1 there. Primarina team is actually putting in the work. Yes, we do have Zygarde. Yes, we do have Dawn Wings, but Primarina's putting in a lot of work here, as you can see. All right, so we're going up against a Primarina ourselves. Look at this. Isn't this something here? So they do have Charm. We're going to build up to the Moongeist Beam and see if we can hopefully get a shield. This is not very effective, and we get a shield out of them. Fantastic. And I do believe we're going to want to shield this up here and build up to the Moongeist Beam. But they're going to be swapping into their Landorus. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Zygarde here, which is going to be able to absolutely dominate this thing, as the Rock is not very effective when it comes down to Stone Edge. And then that Sandsteer Storm is doing very little damage, but at the same time is lowering our attack. And, well, we're just, doing less damage over time here. But we are digging in, as you can see. We're not going to shield up anything. We definitely do not want to use that last shield here, especially in this situation. So we're going to go ahead and just keep throwing the Crunch. And I do believe they get to another one here. It's not going to be enough to KO. And we're going to take the win barely. Oh, oh no, it KO'd. Okay, yeah, so they bring in Rhyperior. So 2 Pokemon weak to water. You know what's really funny to me is I see a lot of these teams that are extremely weak to a particular thing, and I'm wondering myself, if I ran that, I would just continuously encounter the weakness to them. So they're running, Rhyperior is freaking 4 times weak to water and grass. And you're going to start seeing the Zarudes come in here because I do have the water on my team. The algorithm just couldn't help to show its ugly freaking rear end face. And that's exactly what it did. All right, yeah, that's exactly what it's going to do here in a bit. It's just random. The Zygarde's just back to back at random. Look, all right, whatever, man. Okay, okay. All right. Anyways, yeah, Taco Bell's healthy for you. So we're gonna let everything go here, of course, because it's just a Palkia. We resist everything, build up all that energy, looking great, still in the yellow. They bring in their Zacian, and we're just going to go ahead and throw the Disarming Voice here. Man, how amazing would it be to have a 100% shiny? Oh man, you people who get one of those, you're so lucky. And any of you spoofers out there who want to brag about it, just shut up about it, all right? Like, I don't have anything against you, but when it comes down to bragging about those things, just keep it to yourself or post it to your little spoofer discords, all right, whatever. Anyways, there you go. Here we are with the Zygarde, or the Zarude, I should say. Oh yeah, just seeing it as Zarude, it's not like, oh yeah, grass type, it's the algorithm because I have water. No, it's not like that. I mean there's people out there who would want you to think that's how I'm thinking or how we think or the whole situation is, but that's not the case. But when you encounter it, game after game after game, when you never see it before, then obviously, something weird's going on. And then all of a sudden, I'll swap out that water. I'll put, like, say, an Excadrill, and then I'll just start encountering, like, I don't know, whatever's weak to that. Okay? That's just the way it goes. All right, taking that win there. Let's keep it moving. What do we got next? Leading with that Dawn Wings, we're met with a Palkia again. We've seen this plenty of times before. We got a nice long video here for you folks. Getting to the Dark Pulse, not even building up to the Moongeist Beam, just throwing the Dark Pulse right out the gate here. They let it go. We're going to go ahead and swap to see if we can catch an Aqua Tail here. And a Spatial Rend. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, use even more energy for less damage. And they're going to be bringing in their own Dawn Wings. Now, this is, I'm going to assume, a Dark Pulse. We're going to let it go. But it is a... Moongeist Beam, and it does KO, unfortunately. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Zygarde because we're going to be able to do so much damage, plus just absorb whatever they do throw at me here. There's no way that's another Moongeist Beam. Yeah, there's hell no. Give me a freaking break. So we're going to go ahead and just throw the Crunch. See what we have. They let it go. Fantastic. Still 2 shields on both ends here. If this is the game that I'm thinking of, I am going to be farming them down quite aggressively because that was going to be the only play at the end of the day. I think this is actually the game here. So if you're like, oh, they didn't even use their shields. No, because I didn't give them a freaking opportunity to. Okay. All right, so we're going to use that shield there. They're going to swap to catch with our Palkia. Sounds good. Yes, I do believe this is going to be the game. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and farm them down. So here's the key here, folks. You just want to go straight quick moves. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what we want. And then we take the win there. See, we don't want to stop it or interrupt the quick moves to throw a charge move. They had 2 shields. What are we going to do? Get the 3 charge moves? No. So we take that win. Next game, met with a Rhyperior. Okay, fine enough for me. We're going to go ahead and build up to that Moongeist Beam. More than likely, they're going to shield this up. All right, sounds good. Swapping into the Zygarde. Now we're risking having our attack drop plus that breaking swipe. All right, no attack drop. I don't think I saw that there. Going for another one, and no attack drop still. Sounds amazing to me. Going for the Crunch, and they're going to be letting it go. Still just holding on to that Rhyperior in the front. I really love using Rhyperior, to be honest with you, but I can't really too much because every time I do use it, I encounter either double water teams or just a lot of grass. You know, all of a sudden, I'll just start seeing freaking Venusaurs, okay? It's unbelievably awesome, right? You gotta love your accounts that are manipulated and screwed over, all right? Anybody who's like, oh, why do you think they keep making videos about the algorithm, all right? If it wasn't real, shut your freaking trap. So shut your stupid pie holes, all right? Go to the corner and play your stupid little Go Battle League games. Make your little strategy to win and get to expert and leaderboards, and keep doing your little thing. If algorithm wasn't real, why even talk about it? Because you're looking for views, you're looking for clout, and that's as simple as that. It's absolutely 100% real. All right, next game, what do we have going on here? Another Zacian. Okay, sounds good to me. And another Dark Quick move. Fantastic. So we will be shielding this up as we can't really take a hit. It's going to be play rough. Sounds good. And building up to the Moongeist Beam here to make them think we're going for that. But they're not stupid. They let it go. Well, I mean, if you shield it up, doesn't mean you're stupid either. Okay, they're just calling it. Let's just put it that way. They're calling the coin flip game because that's all Pokemon Go Battle League is a coin flip game. Not entirely, actually. You know, it does require skill. It does. But a lot of times it is a coin flip. So they are going to be bringing in that Landorus here. We're going to go ahead and let that Sandsear Storm go, as it doesn't really do too much damage. Swapping with the energy that we do have. We don't have a charge move quite built up yet. Bringing in the Zygarde. They go for that Sandsear Storm, lowering the attack every time, of course. Going for the Crunch. Hopefully, we're going to be able to see a dragon in the back here and be able to work off of that situation. Another Sandsear Storm. They're not swapping. What's in the back? What you got? There it is. There it is. It's going to be a Origin Palkia. Again, it is going to fall victim completely when it comes down to the Primarina. There is nothing you can do. So we are going to let this go here, calling that Aqua Tail. I mean, even if it was a Spatial Rend, it'll probably do just as much damage here. Taking them out, they are shieldless, and this is getting a little bit risky not shielding that up, but that's okay because we're making sure we paid attention to all the health on the Pokemon here. They go for the Sandsear Storm, swap into the Zacian, and throwing the charge move. As they do have a Dark Quick move, they're not going to be able to farm us down, taking us out with close combat, lowering their defense, bringing in the Zygarde, going for Crunch, and taking the win. Well, now we take the win. Like I said, that's going to be reoccurring multiple times where the Zygarde just kind of KOs a couple of Pokemon with a little bit of health left. Next game, we're met with another Palkia here. Okay, sounds good to me. And of course, this is just going to be an Aqua Tail. We are going to shield it up just for good measure. Build up quite a bit of energy here going for the Dark Pulse. This thing is amazing. I just realized its Pokedex entry. And it quite literally says it rips other Pokemon apart. Literally, it said it rips them apart. Not, scratches them or, attacks. It said rips and tears. No, I didn't say rips and tears. But I think, what's the other one? Duskmane says it tears. Oh, yeah. So it's like we got a Doom complex going on here. Hey, cue the Doom music. Let's go. Oh, my goodness. I almost wanted to change its name to Doom. I guess that's a little cheesy. Or like Doomslayer, it'd be even cheesier, but whatever. Anyway, what do we have going on here? A Landorus. Okay. You already know what it is. Such an amazing Pokemon. Love this thing. Absolutely amazing. The only bad thing about it is it just can't take a hit. But then again, it does have Sandsear Storm. So it is going to be able to kind of lower that attack. All right, they are bringing in, I do believe that was Dawn Wings there. And yeah, taking not too much damage because they did lower our attack by several stages. So we're going to go ahead and swap and bring in the Primarina and shield this up. It is just a Dark Pulse. And they got my last shield, you son of a gun. This is Moongeist Beam. We're finished, but the Zygarde should be able to finish it off for us here. And there it is for you, folks. Primarina, absolutely amazing, even in the Open Master League. Thank you for watching and take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!